Hello, and welcome to Pique My Interest, the show dedicated to creativity. My name is Scoob Decker, and I am an artist, and your host. Pique My Interest is an exploration of art across North America in meeting some incredible artists, learning about their craft, and exploring what makes them create. Welcome to Pique My Interest. Hello, and welcome to Pique My Interest. I am in San Francisco, sitting in the incredible Club Fugazi with this amazing artist. How are you doing today?
I'm good. How are you?
Doing fantastic. Please tell us a little bit about yourself. Who are you? What is your name? And where are you from?
I'm Zoe. I'm 25 years old, and I'm from England, Brighton specifically.
And please, pique our interest. What is your craft?
Well, I'm a circus artist, and my specialty is aerial straps. They're like two seatbelt-looking things almost that I hang or like put around my wrists, and I hang on them.
And what makes your performing in the aerials different than anybody else?
There's a lot of people who do straps, so I guess there's not much like too different, but I like to work a lot with costume and straps when I'm not in this show and I'm creating my own work. I like to play with fashion and circus.
Yeah, we'll get into the fashion soon.
Yeah.
But what is your background? Do you have any education in circus?
Well, I went to circus school in Montreal for 3 years, and before that I went to a circus school in London for about 1.5 years. But before that, I was a gymnast. So yeah.
Gymnast.
Yeah, I spent most of my life doing sports acrobatics. It's like a type of gymnastics that's with people and partnerships. So it's never solo, you're always with like either in trio or a duo or 4 people.
So that's how you got your start, is in gymnastics.
Yeah.
It's very different. It's more of a competitive world.
Yeah, it's very competitive.
What drew you towards the circus? Something that's a little more off the wall, a little more fantastical. It's not judged, it's not competitive.
Yeah.
What drew you towards the circus?
Honestly, that was the main interest for me. I don't think I've ever been someone who's been very competitive. Even when I was competing, I didn't really enjoy competing. I just thought it was too stressful, and I just wanted to have fun doing what I like to do. So when I quit gymnastics, I knew I wasn't ready to stop completely. I still wanted to do something that involved moving. And I went to see a circus show, and I'd never seen circus before, and I realized that was a job. So I was doing lots of research afterwards to see how I could get into that, and then I discovered circus.
Yeah, and then what a beautiful world to be able to find that niche that's just right for you.
Yeah.
That spinning in the air, and now you're telling a story through that. Now, what about your upbringing made you want to become a creator? Is there anything from England that made you say, I need to be an artist?
I don't know, because I feel like I came into the world of arts very late. Like I said, I was always doing stuff with competition, so I didn't even realize that was possible. But when I discovered it, that's what made me go, yeah, I wanna be more free. I wanna be able to learn how to create my own work and express myself without having to be judged for everything all the time.
Now you have taken all these crafts, all these skills that you've taken from your schools, from all of your training, and now you are a circus performer at Club Fugazi. To me, that says success. Do you feel success, and what is success in the circus?
I do feel successful in a way. I feel more grateful than anything. I also think I have worked hard to be where I am now. All my training since childhood, I feel has led me up to this point, and also the fact that I feel I've been dedicated in trying to own my craft. But I don't think it's the definition of success, though. I still feel I don't know, I think it's very hard to measure success. I think success means different things for a lot of different people, right?
And being so young, that could grow and that can change throughout your life.
Yeah, for sure.
Absolutely.
I'm still hoping to do lots more things and discover new things and take it elsewhere. So yeah, who knows?
But you love being here.
I love being here so much. I really, really love it.
And talking a little bit about your creation process, how does the circus tell a story? We don't get to look at a painting and get an immediate image. We don't get to watch a movie and understand how the director wants to do something. How does the circus tell a story?
I think the way we move our body is so different. There's so many art forms where movements involve dance, for example. But I think circus is so specific in how we like move, and I feel like I think it's just so interesting how like we can convey things through our bodies in the way that we move.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
And then what gets your creative juices flowing? What inspires you?
So many things. Often people, like my friends inspire me, my friends who also do circus, just seeing them create things and seeing shows, that inspires me. When I'm creating, a lot of different things. Sometimes I'll take random things to start with and then see how I can expand on like a small idea. Yeah, I think you can draw inspiration from so many different places, and often it hasn't got to be something really big. It can just start from something really small, and then that can just take you somewhere.
Do you have any misconceptions about your craft? Is there anything that you want to clear the air about being a circus performer?
Yeah, I think people maybe might underestimate how hard we really work. It isn't just like what you see on stage, it's like this is all we do. Like all the training that goes behind it. I mean, like I said, I've been training since I was a child. A lot of my friends have been doing something before they did circus for a long time. You know, we made sacrifices when we were younger to work hard then, and we're still working hard now, and it's tough in the arts industry, and you got to find work and make connections and hone more crafts as well as just doing what you do, and more people want you to do more than you already do, you know, so it isn't easy.
Balancing your mental health on top of it
For
all
sure.
and staying, oh my gosh. Absolutely. Dear San Francisco is very specific. It's a love letter to San Francisco. How do you integrate yourself in a story that you might not know the exact background? You don't know the world of San Francisco.
Honestly, I think it's been a process. Like when I first came here, I definitely didn't know anything about the city, had a lot less connection. And now I've been here for almost 2 years, like over a year and a half. And just like as time has gone on, I've just fell in love with the city so much. And like it really speaks to me. Even the show every day, I find more things to like connect with and love about the city. And like now I feel like I'm also like a resident here. Like I'm a local now. I've been here for a while, so I do feel connection.
I was gonna say, being here long enough, the show probably means more, or probably has changed, and what the city means to the show and what you do for the show has changed, and it's probably just absolutely magical.
Yeah, but even at the beginning, like since the beginning, it was still magical to me. It's just like I just didn't know enough about it, but it still surprised me. Yeah,
absolutely. And then while you're working, I'm seeing all these different performers behind you coming in and changing. How difficult is it to adapt your set while you're in the middle of performing? Like say somebody decides that they can't do a set that day. Do you have to step it up in a different part of your act to make up for it? Or would that affect the storytelling?
Yeah, there's been like many instances. I mean, we've had like, since I've been here, the cast has changed about 6 times. So new people are always coming in, we change tracks. Sometimes during the show, someone might get injured, so we have to all step up. But we're a really good team and we're really good at communicating, and we know, and we've trained to be able to adapt. So we know how to make smart choices on the spot. We know how to like read the audience, read the room, how to change things, in like a safe way, and also learn how to be able to like help each other, right? That's really important, because some days someone might not be feeling well, and then we all also train to be able to do other people's tracks as well, so that I know that if someone, like many times, you know, if someone's been ill and couldn't do a show, I've been able to take over their track as well.
Okay, so that's probably why you're doing all this training and all this rehearsing, is just to be able to cover all your bases and to keep the integrity of the show.
Yeah, for sure.
Absolutely. And then while you've been exploring San Francisco the past couple years, I'm sure you've discovered some pretty neat things. Do you have any hobbies, and do they complement or contradict your craft?
Yeah, I love sewing. I started sewing when I was like 16, doing gymnastics, just making leotards because I didn't like the designs they had, and they weren't like comfortable. So I learned how to like sew myself and make leotards, and then a few years later I started to make clothes, and it's still trial and error for me. And like I never went to fashion school, but I just really like clothing and fashion, and how I feel like you can express yourself so well with clothes. I like things that are colorful and fun and different, and I like to make things that like I haven't seen or like I create in my head.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
When I was doing research on Zoe to prepare for this, I went onto your social media and I hardly found anything about acrobats
anything about the circus, it is you
Yeah.
rocking some awesome outfits throughout San Francisco. And you aren't just rocking them, you create them. You design them, you
Yeah.
sew them,
Yeah.
and you model them yourself.
Yeah.
Do you feel that one day that you'll be able to incorporate that into the circus a little bit?
Yeah, I hope so.
Yeah.
When I was at school, I was doing more research with clothing and fashion, and I hope to go back to that again soon because it is just fun. But yeah, I feel like it just complements what I do a lot, and they're both like different art forms and ways of creating, but I like to mix them together.
Yeah, what I appreciated about that and a little bit about Dear San Francisco is it makes it feel like you're a human, you're a real person, rather than seeing, say, something like Cirque du Soleil. It's very odd, it's different, it's fantastical. You're seeing some things go and you're like, why is that? But you see somebody who's wearing clothes that you see on the street doing something that's otherworldly. It definitely brings it's much more of a connection to your work. So I just want to say thank you for that and pursuing your dreams. Can you tell us a little bit about All That We Are?
Yeah, so All That We Are, I was in the creation for it. We had 4 weeks of creation in Montreal, and it's directed by one of the co-creators for this show, Gypsy Snyder, and it's honestly it takes influence from this show a little bit as well, and it's just also a show about just like humans and like that, like when we come together, like what we can create, and it's really wholesome, and it's going to be on one of the Virgin Voyages ships. Hopefully soon, yeah. So Seven Fingers has Dual Reality, another show that's currently on 2 of their ships, and then All That We Are is hopefully going to be on one of their new ships very soon. We'll find out.
Congratulations.
Yeah,
That's
so
awesome.
hopefully when it happens, then I'll be on that too.
Yeah, amazing. Well, be on the lookout for Zoe. And then for anybody trying to get into the circus, what would be your advice?
Honestly, just start. I feel like for anything, no matter what it is, if you want to get into something, the hardest part is always starting, just jumping in. Doesn't matter how, just start to make choices of how you want to just go for it, you know? It could just be taking a circus class, it could be doing research about it, or just, just like developing an interest. But I think starting is always the hardest part. So if you just throw yourself in.
And then, as an artist, we all run into a brick wall every once in a while. How do you overcome a creative block?
That happens a lot for a lot of people. I think sometimes it's good to just remember just to put less pressure, and that sometimes just playing will get you places, you know? Like, I think sometimes when you're in a creative block, what doesn't help is the pressure of feeling like you need to create something or like you haven't got an idea. But actually, I think if you just try and just like go in without having a goal and just move, then like you'll see that maybe something will come out of that, and that might take you in a different direction.
So just kind of explore and
have
experiment.
less expectations. Just do it and think less.
Absolutely.
Easier said than done, though.
Well, especially with something like circus, where you could try something out and then you could have a broken leg the next day.
Yeah, for sure. There's a risk involved as well.
The risk, absolutely.
Yeah.
Do you have any advice for somebody trying to take that leap of faith, to take that leap into a new craft? For you had at one point you had to say, I'm going to be a circus performer.
Yeah.
What about that decision could you advise for other people?
I really think if you really want something, the desire or the want of doing it is going to be more than the fear, and that will keep you going, you know? Because I think sometimes like the fear holds everyone back from doing things, fear of judgment, fear of a lot of things. But I think if you really want it, the like desire of just doing it, regardless if you look stupid or you fail, that's going to keep you going.
Amazing. Thank you for that. And then what's next for you, Zoe? What's next?
What's next? That's always the question in circus. There's always what's next. But that's the fun thing too, is that we never really know, 100% where we're going to be in 1 year, a few months, a few weeks. Me personally, I'm going to be here until the end of this year, and then I'm going to go back home to England. Yeah, for a new job.
Fantastic.
Yeah.
And then where can we see your work?
On my Instagram, I post mainly fashion stuff, but also some circus stuff.
And what's your handle?
It's Zoe Poey, so Zoeipoei.
Fantastic. I do like to end with one last thing. If you could excel at any other craft other than your own, what would you like to do?
Oh, that's a hard question. So many things. I wish I could do so many things. I think it would be something still sports related. I think I'd like to excel at another, like a sport.
Ooh, okay.
Yeah.
Well, I can't thank you enough for joining me again. Thank you to all my peakers out there. Please let me know if you know of any special or unique artists or art forms you think I should explore. I'm currently in San Francisco and can't wait to see where Pique My Interest takes me next. Remember, creativity comes from the heart. Push yourselves, be kind to each other. I'm Scoob Decker, and thank you for helping me pique my interest. This episode was produced by Lizzie Webb. Be sure to follow on social media to stay updated on all the adventures into art and creativity, as well as all of the past Pique My Interest featured artists. If you like, please leave a review. Send us a message. Tell us what you think. Pique My Interest is for you, the peakers. Cheers to creativity, and I hope your interest is piqued.